Hello, and welcome to Where It All Begins. My name's Dylan from Predictable Amusement. So I've decided to start this new series of Minecraft on the Xbox One titled Craftless. So the thing that's different about this series is that it's an online multiplayer, which is fairly normal. If it was on the computer, it would be on a server, but we don't have that yet on Xbox One, so that's the way it is. But people on this online game of Minecraft aren't actually allowed, and they can cheat obviously, but I would prefer it if they didn't. And no cheating has taken place yet, but they're not allowed to craft any items. And you may think, wow, how are you going to play Minecraft without being able to craft? Well, obviously they can press X and they will get their crafting menu up and have these things, but what I mean is they won't be allowed to use the crafting table or make a crafting table. So each player who starts is allocated a tent up here in the mine site. There's a little sign over here. Mining campsite. Little mailbox with nothing in it at the moment. This is the mine site where they're supposed to go down and dig this out like a normal mine. It looks like there's been a bit of a cave explored here for all of those important ores. So what happens is, obviously, they're not going to want to live in these tents for the rest of their lives and just live their life out. They're going to want to prosper in life and live in a bigger house or maybe even build something of their own. So they start out with a stone sword, stone pickaxe, and stone shovel. They've got a bed and a furnace, which, I mean, really, you don't normally start with that in Minecraft, so they've got a lovely head start. The game is in normal difficulty. We don't want to shock anybody too much. So I thought I'd just do a little bit of a tour of what I've done in the world so far. I haven't done a great deal, I've just been trying to set up so that everything's pretty much ready for when people start. So there's a bit of a man-made forest here actually. This wasn't here, but it just pretties the area up a little bit. Down here is the first building that was built, and this is it. So what it was supposed to be, and will be eventually, is a bit of a fishing dock area that sells fish, fishing rods, and boats. So there's a nice little storage area up here which will be made good use of. If that makes sense, sort of. Anyway, we've got a little chicken breeding area going on, so that, and you'll see later there's a butcher up there. So this was just the breeding area to get some chickens there. Heard a lot of strange noises when I first spawned, because this is actually the spawn area. And there was lots of strange noises going on, which I later found out was zombies. There was actually a zombie spawner pretty much right on spawn, just under the ground a little bit. So I've gone ahead and no one's coming. Just turned it into a little bit of an XP farm, and we'll talk about this later, but that's the reason I've got 40 levels and I'm still using stone tools. I've pretty much just been grinding some XP from there for no real reason, but I did end up with a little bit of iron, which was good. What are you doing up there? Anyway, I got some, I think I may have got a carrot as well from there. It was probably pretty good. So we'll go along here first. So this is the butcher I was talking about. Just nice small little buildings, and you may find that not all of the buildings have this yet, but I am working on putting a price list in all of the buildings. So in this case, 32 meat can be purchased for 5 iron, and here's just where the iron would go, and you just go ahead and take your meat. So these are not full yet, and that's something that I'm working on to try and keep supply up, but I haven't set everything up yet. This is Butcher. Not a butcher. This is a bakery. Obviously, bread up there. Butcher. Gosh, idiot. So I haven't done the price list in this one yet, but nice little counter here. And I was thinking, rather than iron, gold in this one. Maybe 1 gold piece for 32 bread or something like that. I have to work on all of that. This place here, which looks like an absolute mess at the moment, with a bunch of dogs in it, is not my house. It was a nice little beach house. It came to about here. It looked very modern. It wasn't made of birch, it was made of oak. That's why there's oak on the top. Little mailbox here. And don't you all escape, because you're not mine. And just a nice little bedroom. Another dog. There's dogs everywhere. Dogs everywhere. So it was a nice little beach house, and I had a for sale sign on it. It was for sale for 10 diamonds. And one of my good friends, Scott, came into this world, lived in his little tent, went out exploring, found a bunch of spawners around the place, and came up with the 10 diamonds, and now he's making a mess of the place. No. He's got some great plans to expand this and have a few levels. Hopefully it doesn't block out too much of the view, but it'll be looking nice once he gets on and does some work. He did have to rip up some of the road because underneath there, it's sort of his roof was impeding with it. So the council have come along and decided that this wasn't very good. So we're going to replace it with we're going to put some black carpet over the top to make it look. Whoop! What am I doing? Oh, there we go. Make it look a bit more like a road, so there's not all of this random wood in the way. So they were the first little shops to be built, and then we'll go up to these ones first, I think. So up here, I put a little tool shop, and now this price list is very basic, and this shop isn't going to make a lot of money. It wasn't intended to. So the price list shows as pickaxe equals 4, axe equals 4, shovel equals 2, hoe equals 3. So fairly much there is 1 extra than it requires to build all of these tools. So there's not a lot of stock in here at the moment because a lot of it's been used. So what is going to happen is if you want a stone pickaxe, it requires 3 stone to make the pickaxe, therefore it costs 4. So I'm not going to lose anything. So if someone wants a diamond pickaxe, it's going to cost them 4. So I gain 1 diamond. So that's how that works for the moment. Down here, no sign above here just yet, but this is fairly much an armory. So we've got all of your armor and all of your weapons and a bit of flint and steel there, just for a bit of variety. So a rather large price list. If you really want to look at it, you can probably pause the video and look at it there. But I had to condense some of the words because they wouldn't fit on the sign. And once again, I don't think huge profits are going to be made there, but that's just something so that because everything needs to be purchased in here, I want people to go ahead and go mining, bring back the materials, and they can have whatever they want and build whatever they want. In order to build whatever they want, I made this nice little building, which is actually a furniture shop. So lots of different items here. Don't have a price list implemented yet, and just some more stuff up the top here. So nice little furniture shop so that people can build whatever they like. So that's fairly much it. Other than that, let's go a bit faster. Other than that, I've started creating. See, I used to live in the fishing sort of dock shop thing, whatever you want to call it, over there. So I've started to build my own little house here in the woods because I really like this area. So I haven't done a lot yet, and it's not finished, not by any means, but I've just got a nice little chimney in here, and I'm starting to work on my storage. Found there was a little bit of an in-ground water system here, so I might do something with that later. I'm not quite sure yet. And out the back here there was big, oh, I will explain that later. There was a big hole in the ground, so I decided to fill it in with water because it looks like a nice lake. So let's sleep this night off because I don't want to die in the first video. That would be pretty terrible. So what I'm going to go through is, so this is pretty much my current project that I've been working on, but I don't think it's got a lot to be done to it. Certainly nothing too interesting to be done. I will probably build a little dock out here so I can fish off in here. So what happened over here, and I'm just going to explain this quickly. Scott decided to be quite destructive, a friend that was playing on here, and he was looking for a jungle temple and couldn't find one. So he decided he was going to burn the whole jungle down. So he started burning it with lava, of course, because he can't afford the flint and steel. So he stole some lava, because there's a lava supply just over there, with a bucket that he had, and started burning the whole damn jungle down. So in my attempt, he took the source block away, but the lava stays there for ages. In an attempt to get rid of the lava, I went up there with some water, but it didn't work out so well. But I've actually thought that this might turn into something later. So once all that lava finally disappears, because there's no source blocks there, it will disappear. I'm not sure. It might turn it into something. It looks pretty. It's a good area, I think. Maybe even a little bridge or something, like a big bridge across or something. I'm not sure. Like I said, this is a whole new series. So there's, other than these shops, I suppose, the other people on here, if they need a hand mining, they're worried that they're going to die or something like that, or they need some other sort of service, they can hire me as well. So I'm always here to lend a hand. So anyway, let's go through my next great project. So I thought for something to do together, let's get rid of all of that grass. Now, as I said before, I've got 40 levels from just, well, I've sort of killed a few other mobs around the place, but mainly I guess this mob spawner here, and I figure it's going to get to a point where people are going to want to have enchanted weapons and tools and all that sort of thing, and rather than going and doing it the dangerous way, why not just go under here where we have this safe way to get some levels and charge people. Just have an experience shop and even just have a little enchanting table here, and they pay for a certain amount of levels, and then they can enchant their weapon or tool. So I thought if I put a little shop here, this would look pretty cool, and it would serve a good purpose, and it would definitely be used because I know Scott and there's some other guys that are going to be playing hopefully soon. They're always looking for levels, an easy way to get levels, and I know there's more spawners around. Oh, sorry, I didn't show you over this side, and you're probably all very curious as to what's going on over this side. So we'll quickly go over here, and I mean it's not a great deal of stuff. I did have a natural sort of wheat farm going on there for a while, but everybody knows what wheat's like when it starts to dry out quickly. So there's a little bit of a wheat / carrot farm up here, which this will definitely not be a farm forever because this is a great area to build. So there'll be something nice up here for sure. And just over the back here we have a crazy little cow farm for the butchery. and down here, this was just by itself. I didn't do this. This spawned like this. There's actually a skeleton spawner just inside there. Um, so we can always, if we need sort of the bones or anything else, we can go straight there and set up another little spawner. But for now, I think I'll cut away and I'll have a bit of a thought process and see how I want this shop to be shaped out, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I've got a bit of a basic shape worked out here. So I'm just using jungle wood here for the moment. It might be what I use. Not quite sure yet. So what I was thinking is I'm going to try and make it look sort of... I don't know what how you would describe it, but maybe look a little sort of magical, I guess. Maybe have some... I'm going to have like sort of these two front areas be tower up a little bit and then have sort of be capped off with a big point. So I'll see how that works out. I've had to sort of adjust this a little bit. I just had this here because the mob the mob spawner thingo, you know what I'm talking about. It actually comes all the way up here. So that's pretty much just because I was too lazy to do it any other way. So that comes up here like that. So I was thinking we may as well work with that and have potentially the well, maybe not there, but maybe actually my axe is about to break. Maybe here. Yeah, that's not going to affect anything. So maybe if the I'll see the enchantment table. I think you want to see it. It's going to look better if you see it, I think. So I've got to dress it up anyway because it's going to have to be bookshelves around so that everyone can get the maximum enchant. And obviously decorate this place, but it'll have a fairly high ceiling, I think. I bet there, and the floor, I was thinking maybe smooth stone. Is that what it's called? I think it's smooth stone. I bet there's a bunch down here. Oh gosh, are you out? They shouldn't be able to get loose. I think maybe they glitched. There's probably that many of them. Oh my gosh. This is gonna work out. So obviously because I'm at level 40, there's a carrot. Obviously because I'm at level 40, it's not going up that quickly because it goes up slower when you're at higher level. But it'll go up pretty quick. So anyway, I might just keep grinding it out here, doing a little bit more work, and I'll be back with you when there's a bit more progress. Well, it's far from complete, but progress has been made. Ooh, doesn't that look nice? So I decided, originally I was thinking both the same height, right? Right. Keep it all uniform. But I did encounter a problem. The way I wanted it, it was going to conflict in the middle. However, I think it's worked out much better than I originally thought. So I've done both of those, and I've decided on a height being for the room being there. That block there is as high as I want to. My axe broke while I was doing this, so I've got an iron axe now. Yeah, because if I go another block, this starts to look too sort of close together, I guess. And yeah, so A lot of work to be done still. I just trying to work out how I wanted those, and it is dangerous up there. It's not that high. I did fall once. I think it was about 3 hearts. Um, but it's still pretty high. These guys are still going nuts. So this is going to work out perfectly. So then I've got to work out my interior. I brought back some of this stuff just to see. Do I not have a shovel? I'm sure I have a shovel. See, this is why these businesses don't make any money. It's because I just come in here and now I'm not sure if I explained this very well, but I'm pretty much just the moderator or something like that, whatever you want to call it. I come on and look after the place, but stock these places. But I take whatever I want. Like I didn't have to start from a 10. I didn't have to start from nothing. Well, I had to start from nothing, but I'm I'm the one that they give all the money to when they want things. I own all of the businesses and all of the land. So, not sure if you didn't get that before. So, pretty much I just take whatever I want as I please, and then restock it later. So, nowhere near enough of this stuff. Anyway, but I think that's gonna look nice in here. Yeah, so I'll get some lights into place, and I think some glass will look nice. Definitely this front is looking very bland at the moment, but we'll pretty it up, make it look nice, get some torches and things on there. But yeah, no, when I was walking out of the forest just then, bam, that's looking nice. Yeah, that's what I like. Anyway, this is starting to get a little long, I think. So, thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed. Please stay tuned. There'll definitely be more videos. And if you haven't already, check out the multiplayer. I was playing a little bit of Destiny on the Xbox One with another one of my good friends, Kristen. So, until next time, see you later.